And I'm back with more Dual Destinies. Should be able to finish this case and start the next one in today's set of recordings. So, we know that LaBelle is the one who caused the murder. We just gotta pin it on him. So let's do this. The Amazing Ninetales' true identity is not Mayor Tenma. The mayor would never admit to such utter nonsense. But if he did admit to it, I will expose the truth behind Tenma Taro right here and now. And that would bring ruin upon Ninetales' Vale, just as the superstitions say. Talk about out of the pot and into the fire. At this rate, the mayor will be found guilty for sure. Honestly speaking, if Mayor Damien Tenma is not the Amazing Ninetales, I'm afraid I don't see how the defense has much of a case. And let's just leave it at that, shall we? We all know Alderman QB was the Amazing Ninetales anyway. I mean, that's how Ninetales Vale made a comeback. The Alderman was so popular. There's gotta be a hole in the testimony somewhere. I don't even know where to start. Since we don't have any proof the mayor is the Amazing Ninetales, we'll just have to get him to admit it himself. But if he admits it, LaBelle's going to expose the secret. We're so close. I know it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Press.
Hold it!
Do not gaze upon Tenma Taro. Do not tell others if you see him. Isn't that what the village superstitions say? Exactly. Telling others what Tenma Taro looks like will reveal the truth. That's why the superstitions were written down in the first place. And ruin coming to the village if you free him? Is that a warning not to expose the truth? Bingo! And the truth is, Tenma Taro is a great, greed-inspiring fortune. That's what the whole battle over Ninetales Vale is all about. Tenma Taro is a great fortune. Come to think of it. Could Tenma Taro actually be? Telling the villagers that Tenma Taro is a terrifying yokai is what has scared them away from the Forbidden Chamber and the treasure within. That's how the treasure's been kept secret. Well. It seems our ace attorney has uncovered the truth that must not be revealed. Mayor Tenma looks like he wants to keep the truth hidden as much as I do. Tragedy is doomed to repeat itself as long as Tenma Taro exists. That's why the secret must be protected. Huh? As long as Tenma Taro exists. Mr. LaBelle, please add that statement to your testimony.
Objection!
Mr. LaBelle, what if Tenma Taro no longer exists? Revealing the truth would no longer be an issue, would it? If Tenma Taro no longer existed. What on earth are you talking about? Oh, apparently you haven't heard. Tenma Taro no longer exists. But I guess you didn't get to do a thorough search after the key was taken from you. Because we searched that forbidden chamber, there wasn't any treasure there. Really? Well, maybe you weren't looking in the right place. Sorry, but I have proof that Tenmataro no longer exists. Take a look at this figure. What do we have here? It looks like some sort of creature. We found this in the forbidden chamber. It's an Azuki Kozo figure. The great thief Azuki Kozo used to leave them at the scene of crime. Are you suggesting that Tenmataro has been stolen? Yep. Phineas Filch's grandfather, a master thief, was the culprit. And by that hideous moronic caretaker's grandfather, no less? Yahoo! Ah! My beautiful golden Tenmataro was... The greed inspired by Tenmataro could no longer bring ruin upon Ninetales Vale. Isn't that right, Mayor Tenma? The root of tragedy would indeed seem to be gone. In fact, I now recall the alderman revealing that secret to me on the day of our meeting. You must have been speaking of Tenmataro, for he said to me, the gold ingot was gone. The gold ingot? You mean the treasure that is Tenmataro's true form? Recall, if you will, the scroll in the forbidden chamber. Tenmataro is the yellowish object shown there. A giant gold ingot that my nomadic ancestors bestowed upon Ninetales Vale! It's weird having to switch voices. In return for that gold, my ancestors did receive from Ninetales Vale land that would become Tenmatown. But drive the villagers mad with greed did that great fortune. Bitter was the greed-fueled battle, it was as if they were possessed. My ancestors' gold became a curse upon their village, a curse of ruin. Thus it was the yokai Tenmataro came to be. So Tenmataro and the village superstitions were merely fairy tales. Fairy tale or not, Tenmataro made quite the mess of things. Yes, indeed, for there is no greater monster than mortal man's lust for gold. Well, you know what they say. The love of money's the root of all evil. My ancestors did bring a terrible thing there. A thing so terrible. Tenmataro, a monster just as terrible, had to be created to keep its secret. Yet we have not for the love of that little village, which was our very existence. Tenmatown would never seek to take over Ninetales Vale in a murder. Oh my, that was quite a shocking lesson in history. Mr. Mayor, now we know that Tenmataro no longer exists. You ready to admit your secret? You are the amazing Ninetales, aren't you? No! Don't do it! Please, no! Begone, you demented demon! Where was I? The Golden Lord of Yokai. The amazing Ninetales is indeed me! And that means Jinxie. Yes? The man wearing the mayor's clothes who you saw collapse to the fox chamber. Was he wearing the Ninetales mask? Uh-huh. That's what made me think it was Papa. He said he was going to reveal his secret to Alderman QB that day, so it really wasn't Papa I saw there, was it? It was Florent's idea from the start. He advised me to reveal my secret identity to the Alderman. Jeez, real gold machines have less elaborate setups than this. You may rest easy now. That monster's deception is through. Ah! Wait, why is he still doing it? True facts behind this case have come to light. Mayor Tenma didn't kill him, but Florent LaBelle did. dare you, peasant! No!
Silence!
Uh-oh. Yeah, we haven't proven anything. Justice, no. You should at least have a real blade in your hands if you desire to cross swords with me. Or have you mistaken this battlefield for a training ground? What's this guy want now? Evidence is like a razor-sharp blade that cuts through bone, as though it were butter. But you have only blind guesses. A dull blade incapable of cutting even a cake. He has you there, Mr. Justice. After all, evidence is everything in a court of law. They're right. Let's see some evidence. Of course, a perfect being like me wouldn't leave any incriminating evidence behind. This is the final battle. Just as a samurai must live and die by the sword, you will live and die by the evidence you hold. My swift blade of judgment awaits. Present your conclusive evidence. Or don't you have any? Oh, crud. Do I have anything? Oh, I have evidence. You do? Of course. It's just the conclusive evidence we need, too. I'm gonna finally prove Mayor Tenma's innocence. Here comes justice! Yeah. Most damning evidence against the mayor was the crime scene itself. Mayor and the victim were the only two people found in the room. Also, we all thought the alderman was killed because he was the Amazing Ninetales. But as we know now, of course, we were way off. The Amazing Ninetales is really Mayor Damien Tenma. That's why his daughter Jinxie saw the Ninetales collapse at the scene and mistook him for her father. Those are the facts that we just revealed. However, LaBelle asserts he didn't have any evidence left at the crime. But he didn't say anything about evidence outside the crime scene. Maybe he isn't as clever as he thinks he is. Inside the mask? I know. It was found washed up alongside the river. What sort of clue? What about the hair? Huh? Oh, right! The hair is Florent LaBelle's! Now that's what I call conclusive evidence. Well, Mr. Justice, do you have any conclusive evidence to present to this court? Of course I do. Observe the mask, if you will. That mask, how is this conclusive evidence? It's not the mask itself, but the white hair inside it. We originally thought it belonged to Alderman Rex Cuby. But the Amazing Ninetales, as we now know, is Mayor Tenma, so that's correct. So the question is, whose hair could it be? And the answer to that is the last person to have worn it before it was discarded. That would be you, Florent LaBelle. What are you talking about? I never have hideous white hair like that. It would appear as your coup de grace failed to hit its mark. This freakish fop is not the white hair type, because he's busy being one ludicrously garish color or another.
Objection!
No. It is you who made a fatal error. What? Remember where the mask was found? It washed up by the side of the river. With that in mind, this last piece of evidence will solve all the remaining riddles.
Take that!
There it is! What is that? This is his own private brand of hair color. Washes out with just water. Court will also recall that the Ninetales mask washed up along the side of the village river with white hair inside it. What's this? Are you saying that breeding Peacock's hair color is... That's exactly what I'm saying. Mr. LaBelle's hair color is a freaky work of fiction. But thanks to the river flowing through Ninetales Vale, we got a real-life expose. The white hair in this mask is conclusive evidence proving you're the real killer. A DNA test is all we'll need to prove it. And we both know we'll get a match. Admit it! Florent LaBelle! You were the one who killed Alderman Rex QB! Here it comes. You peasant! How dare you! You! That's my duty! Oh God! Hello, this is LaBelle. The project is off. This is LaBelle. The sponsors have pulled out. LaBelle speaking. I'm fired? You mean I'm no longer Tenma's aide? Hello? What? There's a... the stratospheric damages claims against me? $100 million? I'm finished! Washed up! Stick a fork in me, I'm done! This is preposterous. I, Silent Blackwell, defeated? Order! Order in the court! I feel bad that I don't get to use that resting bitch voice anymore. Well, this is quite an unexpected outcome. I must hand it to you, Mr. Justice. You really turned this case on its head, just like that other lawyer, Phoenix Wright. Wait, that was a compliment, right? Prosecutor Blackwell, what have you done with Florent LaBelle? The defaced man has withered like a flower without water. One of the officers is currently tending to him with a sprinkler. Wouldn't that just wash even more of his makeup off? Allow me to explain the actions of the guilty party in detail. The motive, of course, was to steal the gold ingot known as Tenma Taro. However, few are allowed inside the manor due to its cultural ties to Ninetales Vale. LaBelle set in motion plans to gain access to the manor and the gold within via the merger. But the effects of the amazing Ninetales saw those plans come to a halt. And thus, LaBelle murdered the alderman and attempted to pin the blame on Mayor Tenma. I see, but what I still can't comprehend is why he'd go after the gold in the first place. LaBelle doesn't look like someone in need of financial aid. LaBelle hid his past well, much like he hid his beauty with makeup. He's mired in debt. Debt due to pouring money into a brand only he could love. Which is why he sought the gold with such veracity. Too bad for him, someone had gotten to it first anyway. I see. Very well then. I believe it's time I declared a verdict. This court finds the defendant Damien Tenma not guilty! He's still doing the fucking Tenma Taro thing. Court is adjourned! Well, that was some seriously good lawyering, Apollo. Even I didn't see that one coming. Just got lucky, I guess. You banished Tenmataro from Ninetales Vale like you were some sort of exorcist. There's still one thing I don't get. How come Mr. LaBelle didn't kill Mayor Tenma too? He could have set it up so the mayor murdered the alderman, then died in a counterattack. I would have removed at least one possible fly from the ointment. I was wondering about that too. But I have a hunch LaBelle was biding his time. He was planning on exposing the amazing Ninetales true identity himself. But why? Because the mayor was the amazing Ninetales. Had LaBelle succeeded in framing Mayor Tenma for the alderman's murder, Wrestler's popularity would have plummeted once his identity was revealed. Oh, I get it. If the amazing Ninetales was just killed, he'd die a hero, but if he proved a villain, his fans would abandon him, making the merger that much easier. Right. Then when the merger was complete and everything cooled down, he'd be able to search the Forbidden Chamber at his leisure. What an insanely intricate plot. Do I still gotta do this? A most excellent job clearing my name. A feat worthy of the Demon Lord's approval. Why are you acting like Tenmataro again? Let it be of no concern to you. How could it not concern me? It's getting annoying. Tenmataro, be gone! Jinxie. Seems like ages since I laid eyes upon you. Papa, you're finally back! Yes. It seemed Tenmataro is no match for you. I'm not scared of that silly yokai anymore. Your father's a free man now, Jinxie. Isn't that great? Thank you for all you've done. Seeing you guys in action, it made me feel like I don't have to be afraid anymore. Wait, is he actually smiling? This is all thanks to you two. Too bad the amazing Ninetales will have to retire, though. Aw, how come? Once everyone hears I'm the amazing Ninetales, my fanbase will nosedive. After all, I'm not the most popular of people. Another reason for my secret identity. I don't see how I could possibly continue. I think you've misjudged yourself. Take a look outside. Now that you mention it, what's all the noise out there? A big crowd gathered outside the courthouse once the news broke. Seems they want to get a glimpse of Mayor Damien Tenma, the man behind the mask, and to root for your return to the wrestling ring. Rooting for me? But I thought I was nothing more than a malefactor. The only one who really matters is Jinxie. Show her how cool you really are. Yeah, you're the coolest when you're out there fighting in the ring, Papa. Jinxie. I think you'll be needing this.
Take that!
Thank you. If you'll excuse me. Huh? I don't want to keep my fans waiting.
Ninetales Vale forever!
Sure hope they can settle their problems between Tenma Town and Ninetales Vale. Me too. And I hope to never have to do that shit again. I'm sure they'll be fine. After all, blackmailer/killers behind bars and the merger is no longer an issue. Plus, the amazing Ninetales obviously is still a hit, so I suspect Ninetales Vale will be fine too. It's all because we believed in our client, just like you said. Okay, people. Now that we got that one out of the bag, let's go get something to eat. I'm starving. Sounds good. I've been so nervous I haven't eaten since yesterday. Better keep eating, or you might have to start looking up to me. I'm definitely past my growth phase, and you should be past yours too. Are you kidding me? I'm just getting started. Ready or not, it's face stuffing time. Keep eating like that, and the only direction you'll grow is sideways. Very funny. But I've got a hollow leg. I can eat as much as I want without gaining an ounce. I used to be that way. Well, I can't wait to see this. Calories, just try to stick to me. Alright already, let's get going before the old man closes shop. Eldoon's Noodles is an all-night stand, you know. I'm with Mr. Wright, let's go. I've been waiting to have a bowl from there since Mr. Wright told me about him. Well, what are we waiting for? Noodles are on me today, so I suspect some serious eating from you two. Yay, thanks, boss. I won't let you down. She has no idea what she's getting into. They're both hot and salty. 2 bowls would kill a man. Nice little reference. That was our first case together. And it felt like nothing could bring us down after that. The dark age of the law seemed so distant, so relevant to our small, cozy office. But little did I know that it had been lurking all along. Oh wait, this is Athena talking, damn it. But little did I know it was lurking all along. First time it made itself known was during the murder at Themis Legal Academy. That case would mark the twilight before the dark, cold night that was to come. Yay! Hooray! So we'll get to Turnabout Academy next. This will be an Athena-based chapter. So that will be 5-3. Should be fun. We'll actually see a returning character as well. So that'll be a nice little change of pace. But we'll get to that in the next episode. Thanks for watching.